Welcome to Style and Confidence, where transformative coaching meets personal styling for business success. I'm your host, Claire Silk, a transformative life coach and a personal stylist, passionate about helping women like you align your inner worth with your outer expression. Each week, we explore how to build lasting confidence from the inside out, so you can show up as your most authentic, empowered self. Whether you're looking to break through limiting beliefs, build authentic confidence and a winning mindset, or create a wardrobe that truly empowers you, you are in the right place. Get ready to transform your relationship with both your mind and your style. Hello and welcome to the final episode of my Silk Method mini-series. If you've been following along over the past 3 weeks, we've started to build your self-belief, strengthened your inner resilience, and developed your leadership presence. Today we will be completing this with the letter K, which is Killer Style, where we look at how to express your personal brand through how you show up visually. Let's start by looking at what your personal brand is. Your personal brand is how you are perceived by other people. It is your reputation, what other people say about you when you are not in the room, and it's what other people infer from your presence online. When you are thinking of developing your personal brand, think carefully about what message you want to send out into the world. Make sure it reflects who you really are. It needs to be consistent and it needs to portray the message that you would like it to. Not a version of someone else you would like to be, but a true, authentic representation of who you are. Just probably a version of you at your best, or the version of you that you want to send into the world that is aligned with your goals. It must be clear and consistent, and above all, it must be authentic. Developing a powerful personal brand is a great way to stand out and differentiate yourself from anyone else. It also helps you to be clear on your messaging, marketing, who you want to work with, and the decisions you make, as you'll be doing so from a place of true understanding of who you are and what you stand for. That is why this process starts at the beginning of my Silk method with self-belief. As we gain self-awareness, belief, resilience, and presence, and it culminates in curating your personal style, which is a true reflection of who you are and where you are going. It is intentional. Your personal style is your non-verbal cocktail statement. It tells the world who you are before you even speak. And if you've ever felt like your wardrobe doesn't match your ambitions, or if you stood in front of it feeling like you have nothing to wear, despite of course it actually being full of clothes, this episode is going to help you change that. Style is about more than fashion and trends. It's unique to you. Killer style is about using what you wear as a strategic tool to support your confidence and communicate your personal brand. I strongly believe that style is all about psychology. What you wear impacts how others see you, and it fundamentally changes how you feel and behave. Research shows our clothing directly influences our psychological state. When you put clothes on that make you feel powerful, professional, or polished, you think and act differently. Your posture changes, your voice changes, your decision-making changes, and the results that you see change. When I returned to work after having children, I realised that my wardrobe was mismatched to the woman I had become. My life had changed, my values and my identity had changed. So when I went back to work and tried to get dressed, nothing felt right. This style incongruence was down to my clothes representing who I was years ago. As much as I still loved my printed mini dresses and other fabulous clothes, they weren't who I had become or where I was going. I rebuilt my wardrobe around my confidence anchors and power pieces, creating new combinations and adding in a few items that brought pieces together, creating a range of new looks for me that matched who I was then and were in line with my goals and how I wanted to be perceived. Once my style was aligned with who I had become, I immediately felt more comfortable and confident. Ensuring your personal style is aligned to who you are becoming is key. If you dress for who you were, you will have a style disconnect and you will feel it. If you dress for where you are now, you will feel comfortable, which is obviously a big win. But as an ambitious woman, by dressing for who you are becoming and dressing with that intention, you will think differently, feel differently, and behave differently. You will create your dream reality. Most women dress for their past or current reality instead of their aspirations. They shop for their current job, their current lifestyle, their current confidence level. But your style should be aspirational. It should support where you are going, not just where you have been. This is not to say that if you're aiming to be a millionaire in 3 years' time, you start shopping in Prada now, or dress wildly inappropriately for what you're doing. But you can make strategic styling choices that align with your goals. I'm sure you're familiar with the saying, dress for the job you want, not the one that you have. Well, it's true. If you want to be seen as a leader, dress like one. If you want to be taken seriously as an expert, your style should communicate expertise. If you want to be remembered, your style should be memorable, in the best way possible, of course. If you went to see a doctor and they happened to be wearing a tracksuit, what would you think? Would you trust them? What we wear says a lot about who we are, and it builds our credibility. And we all also have symbolic association with certain clothing. For example, doctors wear smart dress in a surgery, and in a hospital you would expect them to be wearing a white coat. A surgeon you would expect to see in scrubs. If there's a mismatch between what somebody's dressed in and our expectation, it creates confusion and harms our trust. So think about where you want to be professionally in 5 years. What does your style communicate? Confidence, attention to detail, creativity, authority? Now ask yourself, does your current style communicate those same qualities? As a little exercise, write down 3 words that describe the professional reputation you want to build. Maybe innovative, professional, trustworthy, approachable, whatever's true for you. Now look at your wardrobe. Does what you wear support those qualities, or does it send a different message? Now let's look at the use of style in personal branding, helping you to stand out and be remembered. Once you've done the inner work of building your personal brand, then the next step is your style. In a world where everyone is competing for attention, your authentic personal style is one of the most powerful tools you have to differentiate yourself. Your personal style is unique to you. Some people choose to have a very streamlined personal style and more of a uniform approach, particularly professionally. Some prefer a minimalist capsule wardrobe. Some have a huge array of clothes that suits different moods. You need to choose whatever works best for you and whatever best reflects your personality. Think about the most successful women you know. I'll bet you can describe their signature style in a few words. Even if they wear a variety of clothes, there will be a certain handwriting that ties them all together. That's not an accident. That's a combination of strategy and close attention to authenticity. They've worked out what works for their bodies, their industry, and their goals. Then they've made it consistently theirs. Your signature style should include a consistent colour palette that makes you feel confident and looks great on you. Silhouettes that flatter your body and make you feel comfortable and powerful. Key pieces that can be styled multiple ways so that you always have something appropriate to wear. And 1 or 2 distinctive elements that express who you are and make you memorable. Maybe it's always wearing interesting jewellery, having perfectly tailored pieces, or adding unexpected colours. The goal is to have a consistent thread that runs through your choices. That way, when people see you, they will get a clear sense of who you are and what you stand for, just from how you've chosen to present yourself. Today's exercise is a small style audit. I want you to go to your wardrobe and choose an outfit that makes you feel your most confident. The one that makes you stand a little taller, feel a little brighter, and feel more sure of yourself when you put it on. What makes that outfit work for you? Is it the fit, the colour, the fabric, the way the pieces work together? Identify what it is. How do you feel when you wear it? What does it communicate about you? Now think of a time to wear it this week. Ideally, choose a situation where you'd normally shrink back or feel unsure or take a back seat. Maybe it's a meeting where you might usually stay quiet, or a networking event you're feeling a bit nervous about, or a presentation where you'd normally minimise your presence. Wear your confidence outfit and notice the difference in your mood, how you feel, how you show up, and how others respond. What you are likely to discover is that when you feel good in what you're wearing, you show up differently. You speak with more authority, you take up more space, and you engage more confidently. Your energy changes. You will feel it, and other people will pick up on that energy and respond accordingly. So we've covered a lot of ground in these last 4 episodes. We've built your self-belief, developed your inner strength, mastered your leadership presence, and created your killer style. What I would like you to remember is that the Silk Method isn't 4 separate things you do. It is an integrated approach to showing up as the most confident, powerful version of yourself and building a powerful personal brand. Your self-belief gives you the foundation to have the courage to take risks and expand your comfort zone. Your inner strength gives you the resilience to handle whatever comes next. Your leadership presence ensures people listen when you speak, and your killer style makes sure you are memorable for all the right reasons. Your personal brand needs to be aligned with your goals. There are a few extra benefits of using the Silk Method to build your personal brand. Firstly, it will eliminate imposter syndrome, as it is all about uncovering your uniqueness and authenticity, putting your best self forwards. And when you're willing to be yourself and live your brand fully, you avoid feeling like you are faking it, and you find true satisfaction in doing your best as you. You will attract new opportunities. You will become magnetic in your confidence, style, and energy, attracting people and opportunities you need in order to achieve your goals. By creating a personal brand that aligns with who you are, what you do, and how you do it, you connect your passions to your work whilst remaining focused on your purpose, your why, as Simon Sinek calls it. When your work allows you to express your passions and have impact, you will find new joy, motivation, and satisfaction. It is invigorating. In addition, your strong personal brand will make you money. We pay for brands. We pay more for Apple products than the same technology by another brand. We pay over £400 for a white t-shirt by Celine, but around 10 to 20 for one from Marks & Spencer's. Both excellent in quality, different brands with different goals and intentions. The same is true for people. Finally, the self-awareness you gain from going through the process translates into self-assuredness. As you grow and get more opportunities, new achievements and more success, you become more and more comfortable in your own skin and more confident. It is self-perpetuating. Inside Confidently You, I take you through each element of the Silk Method, with ongoing support available as you build your signature look and personal style. To find out more, follow the link in the show notes. A powerful personal brand is built by being authentically, unapologetically yourself in a way that serves your goals and creates the life you want. You already have everything you need to be that woman. The Silk Method helps you express it. Thank you for joining me for this series. I'd love to hear how you got on, so please get in touch and let me know. Thank you for listening to Style and Confidence, where style meets confidence for business success. If you have enjoyed this episode, please share it with a friend, rate, review, and subscribe so you never miss out on our weekly confidence-building conversations. You can also connect with me over on LinkedIn as Claire Silk or on Instagram at Silk Style and Confidence for more style and mindset tips. Until next time, remember, true confidence comes from within. Style helps it shine.